Hey folks, this is Ron Deal. We've been with him the last few weeks, last few sessions here in Recovery After Divorce. And Ron, once again, is the founder and the president of SmartStepfamilies.com, and also the author of Smart Stepfamilies, 7 Steps to a Healthy Family, and the Smart Stepmom. So, Ron, thanks for joining us again. I know we've tackled some reasonably relevant and stuff for single parents or people that are thinking about getting remarried. And so this question is specifically targeted towards those that are not existing stepfamilies right now, but they're single parents. They're dating someone who has kids, or they themselves have kids, or they both have kids. And so it seems to me in America that that marriage is overly idealized in some cases, and in some cases even it's idolatry for certain people. But is it common, it seems to me, Ron, that single parents who are considering remarriage to minimize the challenges that are really in front of them?
Yes, it is, and I think that's very important for any of the single parents that are watching, or somebody who's dating a single parent who's watching. I think there's many sides to this, and it's a pretty complicated matter. And so let me just kind of talk around it for a minute.
Okay.
And I really don't have any definitive answers for people. I do believe that remarriage can be an incredibly redemptive act in somebody's life.
Absolutely.
And in the lives of children, stepchildren.
Mm-hmm.
I think it can bring tremendous blessing to people and to families. I also know that it can bring stress, and it can bring discomfort and heartache, especially if the family doesn't do well, and 2/3 of couples in stepfamilies end up divorcing, and that obviously isn't good for anybody, in particular the kids.
Absolutely.
And so we do want people to know on the front end what their options are and how to think about it. For example, one of the things that I would say to a single parent is, please know that it is a legitimate option for you to stay single and raise your kids, and then perhaps look at marriage if you are so inclined, or if the Lord brings you somebody in your life when the kids are out of the house. There will still be a step-family transition, even with adult stepchildren in that situation. It still brings about a difficulty for the family, some transition, but it's easier on the children to just not have that transition while they're going through their developmental years. Now, the other thing I would say about that is sometimes it is best for the kids. Here's the point single parents need to understand. Oftentimes they put a lot of pressure on themselves, thinking that I've got to bring my kids a father, or I've got to bring my kids a mother, because they're not going to have a well-rounded life, and they're not going to turn out well if I raise them in my single parent home.
Right.
Well, here's something I just need single parents to know. The outcome studies on children from stepfamilies do not show that kids do better living in a step-parent situation than if they just are raised by a single-parent situation. The outcome studies say there are
that kind of expels some of the myth there.
That's a big myth, that I'm going to bring a father to my kid's life and replace what has been missing. It's not to say that you shouldn't marry. It's just to say that don't get married for that reason, because that's a myth. You're doing your kids just as good a favor of being a good single parent and raising them to the best of your ability with the Lord's help and the help of friends and extended family than it is to just worry about giving them that parent or that other adult in their life. Now again, remarriage can be very redemptive for a family. You just need to go in with an openness to what the Lord is bringing to you, and try to be smart about how you go about that process.
You know, Ron, I get a second question in this interview, and perhaps you've answered this question already in our previous interviews. So then, given what you've just said, what can these couples that are contemplating remarriage to this significant other, what are some of those things they need to consider? And again, you've perhaps already answered this.
Well, sure. A couple of quick tips, though. Number one is go slow. If you're ready to marry, your kids are about a year behind you in terms of readiness. So one of the biggest mistakes couples do is have a quick courtship, a quick transition after a divorce or a death, quickly into a new relationship, a quick courtship, and a quick marriage. All wrong, 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 wrong as far as the kids are concerned and timing.
Yes.
Go slow. Allow them plenty of time to get used to the idea, date for an extended period of time, make sure you're making good decisions, and then move forward. Number two, I would say learn all you can about step-family living. You will never know enough. Read all the books. We've now written 4 and have over 250 articles that are free on our website at smartstepfamilies.com. Learn all you can about everything related to step-family living. That helps you make better decisions, better choices, helps you move into the family gradually, making wise decisions, and I think you'll just find that you do much better. And third suggestion I have is get connected with other people, other couples. go find a marriage mentor couple, for example, that will walk you through that engagement and first year of marriage. Find a step family support group at your church, and if there's not one, you can start one with some of the materials that we've created, and get other couples together and just talk and share and study and support each other. That's what the church is meant to be, and I think those three things will be really helpful.
That's a good word, Ron. Tell us again how people can get in touch with you. It'll be here on YouTube and also the website Recovery After Divorce, but go ahead and just verbally give us that website address.
SmartStepFamilies.com is the website. Our resources are the Smart Stepfamily, the Smart Stepmom, the Smart Stepdad, and the Remarriage Checkup. Those are the books that we have currently, and I'm working on a book for couples that are dating with children.
Look forward to that as well, Ron. Hey, Ron, thanks for joining us in these interviews. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.